So what do we need for this connection? We need our cable with cable lock on it. This is the negative. This is the positive. That's red and black. Share. This is DC cable. It is used for bigger installation, but we're not going to use this. For bigger installation, you use this. This is a 16 mm squared. You can use 16 mm squared, 25 mm, depending on the size of the battery bank. Then this is another type of cable, DC cable. We can use this. I doubled this one, but for larger installations, we don't use this. These are normal flexible cable, 2 pair. So what I did is, this is my positive. I matched the F and the positive, then the blue one and the black. You can see it. This is it. So I'm going to use this one to tap from the charge controller to the battery. Then this for our panel. This is DC cable, 6 mm squared DC cable, 1 pair. This is it. We'll be using this to connect our inverter. Sorry, our solar panel. You can see the size. Can you see it? 6 mm squared by 2. So let's get started. Good afternoon. This is Sonuku Verifying. I'll be your tutor for today. Remember, we are still talking about the solar system. So today we are going to connect the inverter. We are going to connect an inverter to our system to see how it works. I have 2 inverters with me here. This is one of them. This is a 24 volts inverter. So this is one of them. Then this is the second one. This is a car inverter, or sachet inverter as people call it. So we want to look at how we'll connect these 2 inverters to get them operational. Now for the 24 volts inverter, we connect 2 batteries in series. That's positive to negative, positive to negative. I'm going to use this one to demonstrate. These are 1, 2, 3, 4 batteries. 6 volts, 6 volts, 6 volts, 6 volts. So I connected these 2 in series. Connected these 2 in series. Then I match them like this. So this is negative to positive. This will give me 24 volts. So that you'll be sure. Let me show you. So the neutral first. Can you see it? 26 volts. So we'll use this. Now, how do we go about that? I get these 2 guys. I connect them here. So this is the negative, this is the positive. So what do? I lose this. Get off the washer. put this on. Sorry. So this, the washer, then I screw it up. I remove this, remove the washer, put the cable, the washer, then I screw it up. So this is my Y span. I use this to do what? Tighten it up. Do the same thing here. Now this is the AC input in case you want to charge with NEPA. This one comes with AC input. This is AC output. This is DC input where you connect your battery. Let's continue. So this is my battery. What do I do? For the purpose of this class, I'm connecting it directly, but it's not ideal. Now, if it were a real battery, you will see something like this. Can you see it? You see a terminal like this. So when you lose this terminal, lose this. So this is where we ought to connect our inverter, ideally. This one here. This we tap to the next battery, then the positive will connect to it. I don't have two of these batteries, so I'm trying to improvise. That's why we're using this small one. So you connect the negative first. Then the positive. Unfortunately, this inverter is bad. Okay, you can see it. It's on, but it's not displaying anything. The inverter is bad. So that's it for this one. So Now for the second inverter, we are going to do a full-fledged installation. That's we'll connect the inverter, the solar panel, and the batteries with the charge controller, the 4 components, the solar panel, the charge controller, the inverter, and the battery. These are the 4 components of a solar system. So let's get started. Now we get this, our cables. Then at the back of the inverter, you will see 2 terminals. DC input. This one does not have AC input. It doesn't come with provision for connecting to NEPA or PHCN, as the case may be, or EEDC, anyone you call them. So we first of all connect the neutral first. Then the positive. So the next thing is to connect it to our battery. Let's do that. The neutral first. Then the positive. So now this setup is ready for use. Now remember I said we're going to connect our charge controller. So how do we do that? Get our cable. I'm using this for the battery. We connect our neutral first. The 2 terminals in the middle are for what? For the batteries. The negative. This is the negative, this is the positive. Can you see it? So let's fire down. Positive. Now we're supposed to attach our cable lock to this to avoid partial contact, but I'm going to connect it directly. You see. We lose this. Remove the washer. Make a loop in the clockwise direction. Fix our washer. Then we tighten it up. You can see that the charge controller is not yet initialized. That's the display screen is not yet working. So let's go on. We lose this. clockwise direction. Clockwise direction. Our washer. You can see that it has come on. This is the battery voltage. This is the temperature of the battery. So no load yet. And let's proceed. The next thing is to connect our solar panel. This is a terminal for solar panel. So what do? Get the cable for our solar panel. Connect the neutral first. Always connect the neutral first. Why? We'll know why later. Simply, when you connect the neutral first, it prevents the flow of current into the system, which may eventually damage the system. Once you connect it, the load is triggered. For this one, the blue one, I'm using the blue one for positive, while the black one is negative. So what you call your dog is what it will answer. Don't mind the color coding for now. So we have connected our cable for the solar panel. This is the other end of the cable. Use our knife. So this is Abby. This is a 150 watts monocrystalline panel. Now remember I told you every information you need about the panel can be seen at the back. They say this one will last for 25 years. And several other information. I have explained this, so I don't want to go back to it. What I want to show us is, can you see the negative and the positive at the junction box of the panel? So I told us that when the back of the panel is facing you, the right side is your positive. Now for these people, they indicated it with this red band. Then this is the negative. The female. So do not connect on load. That's the instruction on it. Now let's go ahead. So what I'll do basically is to cut off this. I'll cut off this guy. I'll cut them off. I don't need them. because they do fail. It may get expanded and crack, so your panel will begin to have loose connection. That's why I normally remove it. So let's get going. I'll get my knife. My cutter. Cut off this. So hope you are seeing what I'm doing. So the positive, the negative. Then this is our negative. We connect our negative first. Abby? Then you solo tape. I'm not gonna solo tape it because I'm still using this. So you connect this positive. Now let's go back to the inverter and see what is going on. You can see that this symbol for sunlight have displayed. Can you see it? Eh? Let's remove it and see. You can see that the symbol has gone. Now once the panel is connected, the symbol for sunshine comes up. So can you see that? And the battery voltage have increased to 14.9. So this is basically how to connect our inverter. Let's try to power it up. You can see. Let me bring it closer so that we'll see how it works. My inverter is on. You can see this green light. So let me get something plugged in. So I'm connecting my charger. Charger connected. Can you see? So this is basically how to connect an inverter.